Welcome to Operation Manhood.
Today I'm talking to the boys about one of the staples of manhood, which is the handshake.
The handshake?
The handshake, yes, Dexter. Today we're talking about the handshake. A good handshake, or even a bad handshake, can say a lot about who you guys are. So what does your handshake say about you? Well, it can mean people can think that you're weak.
Yeah.
People can think that you're strong.
Yes.
People are always making judgments about you during a handshake. What does that mean when someone makes a judgment about you?
It means they're like thinking how you are.
Okay, all right. So there's different types of handshakes. What do you guys think some different types of handshakes are?
Well, one type of handshake is where, as you mentioned before, where you're really weak and you can't even shake right.
Okay, so maybe like a limp noodle handshake. So limp noodle handshakes are bad because it's all fluffy and frilly and it doesn't make people think that you're very strong, right? Okay. What's another type of handshake that people might do?
If you're shaking and it can seem that you're strong, but you're overdoing it.
So the bone crusher, where you're squeezing somebody's hand to death, right? Because we don't want to try to hurt people's hands, but some people are going in there like, I'm going to crush your hand. I'm going to show you who's boss, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Another type of handshake is the fist bump, which I also like to call maybe the hipster. And it's not really a handshake. Another type of handshake is the lingerer, where somebody's going in there holding your hand for way too long. It's almost like they want to date you, but it's a little too long. And the lingerer can lead to the handshake known as the soaker, where your hand's sweating like crazy. Like, have you guys ever held a girl's hand and your hand just starts sweating?
No.
No?
Maybe.
No?
Maybe
I have
not.
a girlfriend.
You have a handshake? That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's a couple very important steps to the proper handshake, okay?
Okay.
You got to stand up, show respect, not be, just sitting where you're at. Look them directly in the eyes. Which hand do we shake with? Dexter, do you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. This one? Oh, no. This one.
So how long do we shake someone's hand for?
Maybe 3 seconds?
Okay, 3 seconds.
Maybe until either when you're done or the conversation is over.
So the whole conversation. So 45 minutes later.
Eternity later.
Does that seem right? That doesn't seem right, does it,
Shake
Dexter?
for 1 minute.
1 minute. No, I would say 2 seconds or until you're done saying hello. Like, hi, my name's Dexter. And then they say their name. And then the handshake's over, right? Okay?
Yeah.
Yep. And so we shake when we say hello. When might be another good time to shake hands?
A good time to do another handshake is probably when you say goodbye.
Okay, all right. So what about, do we shake women's hands? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think, Dexter? Yeah, because we shake girls' hands, right?
Yeah.
But how do we shake a girl's hand?
Mm-hmm.
You think that's different or the same?
Different.
You shake
Different?
someone's hands like this.
Yep. Dexter's right. You shake everybody's hand the same. All
But
right?
the ways
Whether they're a boy or a girl, why not shake their hands the same way? Okay?
Right.
Just like anybody else's hand, you want to make sure not to crush it, or that you're trying to say, hey, I'm more powerful or anything like that. That you're shaking their hand normal.
Right.
Now, some girls might try to do a handshake that's a little softer, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So now some don'ts on handshakes, okay? Some don'ts. One don't would be don't have greasy, dirty hands. So you got engine oil all over your hand, something like that. Maybe if you're sick and you just coughed into your hand. Do you want to shake somebody's hand?
No.
Why not?
Because then they might get the virus too.
Yeah, that means they might get sick.
The T virus, right? Yeah.
That means if you say that would,
The T virus is the Tegan virus.
that means the person will get sick.
Yep. We don't want that, right?
Yep.
What about, we also don't want to shake somebody if we have wet hands.
Yeah.
Because that would be weird, like somebody's hands all wet. Like you don't know if they peed on their hand
Yeah,
or if
that's
it's water. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Have you pooped on your
Or if
hand?
it's lemon.
Yeah. Another don't is don't shake someone's hand if you have poop on your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be one.
Another don't linger. Don't sit there. You're not trying to hold their hand. Okay? Get in, get out, 2 seconds. Okay?
Yeah, 2 seconds.
2 seconds. So it's something we need to go out and practice. Shaking each other's hand. Shaking hands to maybe the barber.
Yeah.
Different people like that. People we're meeting. We can shake hands as a greeting to say hello and also to say goodbye.
Yep.
All right? Something definitely all men need to know.
Yep.
And something you guys should start doing even when you're young. Right?
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, guys.
If you haven't already, click that like button and subscribe.